Alright guys, the 2.8 banners are officially confirmed with the recent 2.8 drip marketing. We have one new 5-star Chisa and a new 4-star finally releasing after an entire year, and that is going to be Buling. So for this video, let's go over everything we know about Chisa and Buling so far, like their banners, confirmed element and weapons, and a preview of their roles and kits. So let's do a full breakdown on both of these characters in this video. And if you guys want to be kept updated on everything Wuthering Waves, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and put those notifications on. But alright, let's not waste any time and get into it, starting off with everything we know on Chisa. Chisa is now the last remaining character from the Septemont drip marketing, now officially confirmed to come out in the first phase of the 2.8 version update. Alright, so Chisa is said to have many things in her kit. One of them is a 18% defense reduction built into her kit, and the other interesting thing that she can do is she's set to increase negative statuses stack limit by 3. Now I believe this applies to all status effects in the game, which if true would be very valuable. This would apply to things like Aero Erosion, Havoc Bane, Spectral Frazzle, which also means she can even work in the Kartefia and Zani teams, upping her value by quite a lot. But that's not all, as she's also said to have a grouping effect and healing to keep your team alive, which is expected from the support role, and she's also rumored to provide up to 2 to 3 unique team buffs. We know one of them is the defense shred, but these could include straight up damage boost, crit rate, crit damage, elemental amplifications, or other unique effects that we haven't seen in the game before. Altogether, this makes Chisa look like a universal support who buffs, heals, and a kit that works around amplifying negative statuses. Next up, let's go over Chisa's expected role and gameplay info. She has 2 attack forms. One is the scissor blade that we saw in the drip, and the second weapon, she'll be pulling out a literal chainsaw during gameplay. And how this works is the chainsaw gameplay is very similar to Camellia. You hold to attack continuously, and for the combos with the chainsaw, it's going to be a free hit combo. Hits 2 to 3 times, can be held for extended attacks. Non-attacking in chainsaw mode drains forte gauge. So the chainsaw is like a special mode aside from her basic stance, and when depleted enters a stalled chainsaw state. And her effects is that she has a defense ignore debuff. It triggers when attacking a target affected by Havoc Bane. This applies to Chisa only. Skill cooldown reset occurs when defeating enemies under Havoc Bane. There's also the traction mechanic that I talked about earlier. It is activated by plunge attacking, then you press dodge before landing. Only pull enemies affected by Havoc Bane. Alright, now in terms of scaling for Chisa, she's expected to start as a support or sub DPS at base, mostly a support role, but she would really shine with higher sequences if you want to use her as a damage dealer. Starting at S2, she get all the damage deepen effect. Around the S3, her personal damage starts to climb significantly. At S4, she gains a 24% all effect damage deepen. And lastly, the X6 will allow you to build Chisa as a main DPS. So basically, to summarize Chisa from what the info that just came out recently, she's a Havoc Broadblade user, a support focused with healing and multi-buff utility, providing help to teams that apply negative statuses. She has 2 attack sets for the gameplay, and the main DPS potential at higher sequences. A hybrid who can buff, heal, and still bring solid personal damage, and she can also raise the negative statuses stacks by simply using her outro skill. Then she could have value on many other teams that want higher stacks for, let's say, Spectral Frazzle or Aero Erosion. So if all this gets confirmed, this means Chisa is going to have a really good high long-term value, especially for the free-to-play players or for those looking for a plug-and-play support. And if you guys are in need of loot for the exciting incoming characters, check out this top-up website called Loot Bar. Loot Bar provides 23% off compared to the official in-game purchases. And here's how I got 6,480 loot for $75 instead of the in-game price of nearly $100. You go to the top-up section, Proceed to checkout from the wide variety of payment options and then provide the account info. Within 3 minutes, the purchase will be completed. The double top-ups are also included, and you can even become a VIP member to obtain various discount coupons. They even have excellent ratings on the Trustpilot website. New users get a 12% off discount coupon, and spending at least $80 within the first 30 days, they can redeem a free monthly pass. They also have a special event for the 2.7 banners, 5% off for new users, and 3% off for existing users. Check out the link in the description and pinned comment down below to save with Loot Bar. Alright, so that is all the latest info on Chisa. Now moving on to the second character, let's talk about Buling, who will be joining Chisa in the 2.8 update as the new 4-star Resonator. Now regarding what we know on Buling for her element and weapon, Buling is now confirmed to be a Electro Rectifier character with the support role. So that means we're looking at a Electro Healer and Buffer, which is actually a really nice addition for team comps that need both sustain and damage amplification. Now we also have a pretty good picture of what Buling will be providing during the gameplay. Here's what's currently known about her kit. Alright, first off, Buling role and type. She's a Electro Support Healer hybrid. She fights using hexagrams and a E and charged attacks, alternates between damage and healing between each charge attacks. Her resonance skill pulls in enemies with a suction effect, boosts combo potential for smoother rotations. We have her resonance skill, which is the ultimate, deals strong AoE electro damage and can be upgraded during the special state. She has a yin-yang harmony mechanic, formed by combining yin and yang together through charge attacks, upgrades her ultimate into 5 Thunder Field. And this is continuously damage enemies. This field will also heal allies over time and grant attack and skill damage buff to your whole team. She has a 15% all damage deepen and a 40% skill damage bonus buff. And once you get full copies of this character at sequence 6, she will then apply 20% attack to the whole team. These are all the current known buffs that Buling is set to provide, and it's looking pretty good so far. Now, Buling is shaping up to be a supportive Electro unit that can both heal and enhance teammate abilities, possibly making her a really great fit for team flexibility. But pretty good news overall. So far, the 2.8 drip marketing confirms both Chisa and Buling as the featured characters for the next update. Chisa will be the main 5-star, likely headlining the first phase of 2.8, while Buling, on the other hand, will be the brand new 4-star that we haven't had in over a year, and we can expect her to come out in the second phase of 2.8, so Buling will be a part of whatever rerun banner we get in the second phase, so we might get 2 reruns paired with them as well. If both of these characters deliver on their potential, 2.8 could be a huge win for players looking to expand their team options, as both of these characters so far look pretty valuable to me. So let me know down below, what do you guys think of the 2.8 banners? Are you guys pulling for Chisa, the long-awaited 5-star, or finally us getting a new 4-star Resonator, Buling, coming to the game for 2.8? Are you excited for her as well? Let me know down below. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the breakdown on the new characters, feel free to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and put those notifications on. But alright, this should conclude all the info for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.